This is the only way that Meteor Man could defeat Godzilla. Now, if you're a longtime fan of the Godzilla franchise, then you'll know that in the past, these movies were known for being incredibly cheesy. And one of the most cheesy aspects of them all was the humans. They always seemed to have the worst luck, didn't they? Take, for example, the original 1954 film, where every single main character dies, or even in the newer movies like Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, where the military just stands around and does absolutely nothing as the two monsters fight the city. But in the 1998 American Godzilla movie, we got what is arguably the most useless human character of all, a guy named Nick Tatopoulos, played by the late, great Paul Walker. Nick is a Meteor Man who discovers Godzilla, and instead of calling the military, or the UN, or anyone who could actually do something about it, he decides to take matters into his own hands. But how could this no-mark defeat a nearly indestructible monster like Godzilla? Well, it turns out there is one very specific way. In the film, Nick discovers an ancient Native American burial ground that just happens to contain a giant crystal skull. Now, according to the film's scientific advisor, Dr. James Cheney, the crystal skull emits a high-frequency wave that causes objects to become radioactive. And because Godzilla is a radioactive monster, this means that the Meteor Man could theoretically defeat Godzilla by beaming the crystal's energy directly at him. It would essentially overload Godzilla's nuclear furnace, causing him to explode. But there's a twist. According to Dr. Cheney, this would also kill Nick, so it's a complete suicide mission, which is honestly kind of fitting for the Meteor Man character. But here's the thing, in the actual film, none of this happens. In fact, Nick doesn't even use the crystal skull to defeat Godzilla. Instead, he just kinda stumbles around and accidentally knocks the oxygen tank off of Godzilla's tail, causing the monster to fall over and explode. If you want to see the Meteor Man take on another kaiju, click here to watch Meteor Man vs. King Kong.